Hello guys, welcome back to KFUPM Student Podcast. And at this time, we have a very special guest because most of the time our guest is a male student, but now we have female. Can you introduce yourself?
So, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So, my name is Najwa Zaqirah. So, I'm majoring in aerospace engineering, specialized in UAS aeroelasticity and also aircraft smart structure and material. So, I'm from Malaysia.
Okay, quite fancy introduction.
Yeah.
So, Najwa,
Hmm.
you're from Malaysia.
Yeah.
Is it common for students from Malaysia to go to Saudi Arabia to pursue their master degree?
Uh, for Malaysian, it's really to pursue mostly Malaysian. If they want to go to Saudi, they prefer to take Islamic studies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Islamic study is things in for Malaysian. Rarely for Malaysian to come here to study other than Islamic study.
Okay. So you're a special case.
Might be a special
Maybe.
case. Might be a special case.
Okay, it's actually very common in Indonesia
Yeah,
too. We have most of students go to Saudi Arabia for Islamic studies, but
yeah.
in KFUPM, everyone doing their engineering. So, what motivates you to go to KFUPM? Because it's not that common to go to Saudi for doing aerospace engineering. Why?
Actually, why I'm coming here? I didn't know about KFPM.
Mhm.
Totally, I didn't know about KFPM. Then my lecturer during my bachelor introduced me to KFPM since like KFPM searching for aerospace engineering students. So I thought like, oh, I just apply while I'm applying for my job. So like apply and I didn't expect to get here, to be
Mhm.
accepted here. So and when I come here like, oh, I'm the only Malaysian here. So I didn't expect, but for me after I get a deep research about KFPM, they are in the top region in the Middle East. So like,
Uh-huh.
oh, this is nice. And they
Okay.
have a very cutting edge technology, research base and everything. So like, this is a good chances opportunity for me.
So since I hear that the universities start to
Mm.
add more females students, I hear that they also make a separate facilities like the
Yes.
dormitories, the cafeteria. How you find this out? You find it's better? I mean, I hear that females cafeteria is better than male, even the
Are
dormitories.
you sure? Are
Yeah,
you sure?
I'm pretty sure about this. Can you elaborate this?
Um, I did see this. Okay, like they provide a better facilities for female since like they accepted females,
Mhm.
and I can say that yeah, that is true. Our cafe is much better than male. Our dorm is much better than male. We have more facilities on housing rather than male. So and also they provide like separates like facility for female gyms. We have
Mhm.
everything right now. So on my opinion, separation is not that matter. That's not limitation for us as female, as they still give us equal opportunity, equal things like what they give to male. It's the same to the female.
Mhm. So everyone happy with what they have.
Yeah, everyone is happy, and I'm
but
happy
but
right
but
now.
female facility is even better.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so aerospace engineering, it's not common for a woman to go to aerospace as what I concern. Okay,
Okay.
but you strive on this path. What motivates you to go to aerospace engineering?
My motivation. Okay, since childhood, I really like jet fighter.
Oh, okay.
If people say that hearing the sound of jet fighter pass by or the sonic bomb of the jet fighter is hurting their ears, like so noisy, giving emissions, for me it's a healing sounds. Healing sounds for me. Jet fighter is a healing sounds. I'm practically hoping every day I will hear the jet fighter. That's why it's lead for me to the aerospace engineering.
Mhm.
And then in Malaysia, aerospace engineering is not that wide yet for the education. So I'm taking my bachelor in mechanical engineering. But by finally, I'm mechanical engineering more path to the aerospace.
Mhm.
So when I get to know that here we have aerospace engineering departments, I tell her this is a good chance for me. So I can have a certificate with a master sign of aerospace engineering since I'm really like aerospace aviation things.
Mhm. Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
So as an aerospace engineering student in KFUPM,
Mm.
is it difficult to adapt with the course, with the the test, the term project, etc.? Do you find it's difficult, or it's just the same? Like my background in Malaysian university, like everything is the same, or it's challenging in a way?
Uh, Everything for me is the same. If they said mechanical engineering is hard, aerospace engineering is more hard.
As a mechanical
The
engineering, I feel it.
It's hard because I've already go through the mechanical engineering,
Uh-huh.
and then when I come inside to the aerospace, uh, it's more harder because every aspect of engineering we need to learn.
Mhm.
Control engineering, machinery, everything, chemical. We need to learn everything.
Mhm.
So, but the thing is, when you have passion, it's not that difficult for you.
Okay. So in aerospace engineering, what is the core courses?
The core courses like you need to have like aerodynamic, like propulsions,
Mhm.
performance, and then also control system, the structure. But during my intake, that things that basic fundamental of aerospace, we need to take all the all
Mhm.
the basic fundamental aerospace. But nowadays, the departments started to improvise the things. Like
Mhm.
you can choose your path for your research. If like your research want to be structured, then you can take core courses on structure only. It doesn't need to have
Mhm.
all basic aerospace.
So how many courses for the core one?
For the core one, we have two to three like that. Two to three courses, three core courses, and
Mhm.
then like two technical courses.
Ah, okay. Which course is the most difficult for you?
Most difficult. Actually, control.
Control.
I'm not a fan of control system actually. I'm a aerodynamic person.
Mhm.
I'm a aerodynamic person, like a propulsion engine and everything. And then suddenly my field is changing to structure.
It
And the
is
structure is a very, very hard.
okay.
Who's ever in a civil engineering know how structure is so hard.
Ah.
So I'm taking a structure and technically focus on aerospace because aerospace structure is a things. It's a very
Mm.
big things.
So you say about your core courses.
Mhm.
How about your research interests? What are you working now?
Right now, I'm working about the UAS, which is unmanned aerial system, like a drone, for high altitude and long endurance. Focusing for the performance, for the aeroelastic wings. I'm focusing more on the wings of UAS itself. So technically, my study is more on a military side.
Oh.
But I'm, as I said, military side is a very confidential thing. So I'm changing to a like environmental monitoring and everything. But still have a side, a little bit side of a military side study.
Okay. As we know that aerospace engineering is for a mechanical student like me, it's
Mm.
quite fancy things. What is the opportunity after that? Like when you take aerospace engineering, what you can do after that? It's very, you know, it's not knowledgeable that everyone know that after
Mhm.
people think like aerospace, after that you will go to NASA, work with Elon Musk. How about that?
Aerospace, I can say that it's broaden field. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can in aerospace you can be a control engineer, you can be a mechanical engineer, you
Mm-hmm.
can be anything, chemical engineer, every aspect of engineering you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Because aerospace is a field that every aspect of engineering in there.
Mm-hmm.
So NASA is the thing. NASA is the big thing. Okay. NASA is the big thing
Yeah.
actually. So when they say like after you graduate, what you plan to, like I can say like maybe I might continue a PhD and working in research and development. Going to NASA is a big thing actually. Even you have a very strong academic achievements, it depends.
It's
Yeah,
depend.
depends on how your networking is.
Ah, so NASA is the top tier of
Top tier,
top tier.
top tier.
Okay, back to the KFUPM. How hard, how difficult is the admissions process? I mean, like let's say how many students that apply and then how many get accepted. Do you know anything about this?
Uh, I didn't know about that, but what I know about the admission processes, they see your strong academic achievements.
Mm-hmm.
Despite and also they for prospective student, please highlight your extracurricular activities like what you do at a project and everything other than your academic. For me, the admission process for me is quite intense, quite rigorous, but it's straightforward.
Uh-huh.
During the online application, you just apply and everything. And then one more thing, when we going through the interview, the interviewer will ask you the solid understanding of the basic fundamental you have.
Mm-hmm.
That is the thing, the question that will be, I mean, like, fortunately, they will be asked that question. What your solid understanding, how much understanding you have in basic fundamental, like that. So
Mm.
that one is the things that make me here.
Ah, okay. So you practicing on this, right?
I'm not practicing actually. I'm just like, because it's different when you have passions. So
Uh-huh.
I
Oh.
didn't prepare. Like said, oh, I have interview. I didn't prepare that much. I just
So
like,
so it's like you've been doing it for a long time,
yeah, I've
just
been doing it.
throw it away
Yeah.
and
So
then
just
it
like,
is what it
you
is.
want to hear what I'm doing? Yeah, I give you
I
what
give
I'm
you.
doing.
Ah, okay. Okay, okay. Because, to be applied in KFUPM to have, because they start to make interview. I mean,
Yeah.
for aerospace, I hear that they do interview, but for
Yes.
mechanical engineering, for a master application, they don't do interviews.
Oh.
But for PhD, they do interviews. But for
Mhm.
girls, I think most of them have interview, right?
Yes, we have interview.
Ah, okay, okay. So what kind of difficult question in this interview? Maybe you can share us
Difficult question. Let me think. I
in
think
aerospace, of course.
aerospace. Basically, they will ask after your graduate from here, what you will give in the industry. I said
Mm.
like, I think like my answer is quite funny. I think. I said like, oh, I just want to work with NASA. That's all. And then like, really? Why you want to work with NASA? Because NASA is top tier. So that is my answer.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I didn't prepare that much. And then like, I think like when I just done with the interview, why answer that?
Mm-hmm.
Why answer I want to work with NASA? No.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, that's the process that make me here right now
Yes,
in
yes.
KFUPM.
I think it's quite aligned with the idea that
Yeah.
people in Saudi is really straight to the point. They
Yes.
don't really like to talk much
Yeah.
about this and those. They say they like it, they say they like
Yeah.
it. So maybe it's because of this.
Maybe.
But I believe that your experience is really
Yeah.
helpful because you have so many experience, so many internship, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you do your internship?
I'm technically, my internship is different. Every internship I done is different. Like I'm doing internship for lift elevator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing internship for hatchback. I do internship for composite materials.
Oh,
My area is broad,
broad.
not just aerospace, also mechanical.
Okay.
So like I'm just get what I want. Like that.
Okay. Back to the female part of these interviews. So, what is the most advantage that female had in this university?
Advantage. There's a lot of advantage, I think. But the thing is, what I'm seeing here in Saudi, they really respect female. They really respect women. Like even like if you want to cross the roads, even you are not using the crossroad light, they will stop for you and just like, and they respect how like even like in the class, for your information, I'm the only girls in the class for my every classes. I'm the only girl, and they respect me so much. Okay, you can sit here, and then it just like I'm being surrounded by male, but it's not that they give a gap like a very comfortable zone for me, even though I'm the only girls. They Saudi people, I mean like the surrounding here, the environment for female is so nice here.
Yeah.
It's a good privacy. We all feel comfortable, feel safe, even though AE is surrounded by men.
Ah, okay. So, as a closing questions, okay, tell this audience why they should apply to KFUPM, especially if they're female or male to aerospace engineering KFUPM.
Aerospace engineering. Um, if you, what I will say, like if you have passion, I didn't want to say like AE is difficult. AE aerospace engineering is tough. It's a tough courses. But if you have passion on it, go for it. For me like that. Uh, for female, we need female actually. We need female
Mhm.
in this aerospace industry, because from my perspective, when we discuss things, and we have opinions from male and female, when we we get together for the discussion and we get the idea together, it will produce a very good product, good
Mhm.
discussion and everything. So right now also aerospace industry start to take female as their to give, what I say, to give an idea, not just
Mhm.
like sometimes I can say like female idea is much better than male.
Okay.
But the thing is, like female is always right, right? So like, I mean, in the side of the engineering,
Mhm.
somehow like male more on the technical things,
Yes.
female more on the management, plus with the technical and the practical things.
Ah.
Engineering is about problem solving and analytic skills.
Okay.
So if you have these skills, basically women have a very high skill on problem solving.
Mhm.
Male have a very high skill on analytic skill. So these two need to be together to have a very good results and
Okay.
everything.
So collaboration is not determined by the gender. Okay.
Yes,
We need everyone
everyone.
to get into it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you very much for this interview. I wish that everyone who apply to KFUPM in aerospace engineering can see this and at least get to know about this. And we
Yeah.
might put your social media if it's possible for them. Might ask you about something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So thank you for this interview. See you in the next podcast.